I've come to believe that capturing someone's spirit with the fewest lines possible is the essence of mastery in portraiture. Find out why as we draw one of the most iconic faces in TV and movies over the past few decades, Dwayne Johnson, also known as The Rock. I believe it takes a greater level of skill to capture the unique likeness of an individual in just a few simple lines than it does to create a portrait where the artist spends a year or more blending, smoothing, and smudging lines in an attempt to render a drawing to look exactly like a photograph. I'm not saying that making a drawing look like a photo doesn't take skill, because it certainly does. What I'm saying is, if our goal is to make a drawing look like a photo, why not just hang the photo on the wall and save ourselves the effort? After all, we all have cameras in our pockets these days, don't we? All right, so as you can see, we've got our portrait of The Rock outlined with supersized Sharpie, few details added with the fine point Sharpie, and now I'm going to go back with the ultra fine point Sharpie and start adding some tones. So let's rock and roll. The purpose of drawing anything should be to go beyond photorealism to actual realism, and to create new worlds where the real and the imaginary collide. When I was applying to art school, during my interview, I wasn't allowed to show anything from my portfolio that was drawn or painted from photos. All they wanted to see were my drawings from life. So if all I had done up to age 18 was painstakingly attempt to copy photographs, I would have had nothing to show. All right, so now that we have our portrait of The Rock using only 3 Sharpies, I'm gonna start shading it in using only 3 pencils, an HB, a 3B, and a 6B. So let's do this. Don't get me wrong, I've spent well over 10,000 hours copying photos in my career since then, and I believe there are myriad treasures of wisdom to discover throughout the process. But I've also spent well over 10,000 hours drawing from life, which is why I'm now able to use photographic references to create drawings and paintings that go beyond the simple act of replicating a photograph. These days, I believe that true masters can capture someone's likeness in one line. And there's a freedom in that kind of immediacy. So if you're engaged in the process of trying to learn to draw photorealism, keep trying. And as you do, I would also strongly suggest you take some time to study the philosophies of Zen circle painting, which can be seen in works like Picasso's Bull and Matador paintings, and can even be traced back all the way to the Sistine Chapel. Do you really think Michelangelo used more brushstrokes to paint the ceiling than he thought were absolutely necessary? Was he trying to make his faces and figures look like photographs? These are the kind of questions we might want to ask ourselves as we engage in the process of artistic creation, so that hopefully the legacy of creativity left behind by the current generation doesn't turn out to be just another photocopy of a photocopy. The power to break the chain is in your imagination. So grab hold of your vision, get excited, stay inspired, work like there's no tomorrow, and watch it come to life today. All right, so there's our finished portrait of The Rock. So if you had fun or learned anything, make sure to check out the rest of our collection. Like, share, subscribe, That stuff really helps us out. And as always, stay inspired. If you're interested in commissioning a portrait, email your request to the address in the description, and have a beautiful day.